What's going on? In today's video, I wanted to talk about 5 benefits of arriving early. For me, this is early to a gig, early to a rehearsal, early to, a session, early to the airport, early to whatever, right? Being early. They're in no specific order. The first benefit is it builds trust. This is important because you don't want to be known as the person who is late or, like, I'm going to tell everybody to be there at 6 o'clock, but I have to tell this guy to be there at 5:30 because they're always late, things like that. Building trust means, at least from an employer standpoint, means that they don't have to worry about you. They don't have to worry about you being late. And there are certain circumstances, I would say all circumstances, but there are certain circumstances where it's like, okay, it's really important. They'll specify even, it's really important that you're there like at 6 o'clock because something is happening at 6 o'clock where the doors are going to be shut or whatever, you'd be interrupting something or whatever, whatever the circumstances. Anyways, it builds trust. The second benefit of arriving early is that you're relaxed. You're not rushed, you don't feel rushed, you're not in a hurry, and I absolutely hate feeling rushed. I don't like feeling anxiety of feeling like, oh my god, I'm not going to make it in time, or oh my god, I'm going to not have time to do this, that, and the other thing, and I have to do, this before, when I get there in order to be ready and all that kind of thing, or you're going to miss your flight, or any of those kinds of things. I don't like feeling. I like feeling relaxed, especially going, into a working situation. I want to be relaxed and prepared and ready to do what I got to do. And for me, that means showing up early. So to me, that's the second benefit of arriving early. The third benefit of arriving early is, if you're arriving early, it means that you're probably leaving early, so you're leaving extra time. And leaving extra time, especially, I live in Southern California, driving into Los Angeles all the time, there's a ton of traffic, anything can happen. I'm leaving extra time just in case something happens where I'm stuck in crazy traffic. It doesn't happen all the time, but it happens from time to time, and leaving early means that you've padded your time in case things like that happen. That way, you're on time as opposed to late. Okay? This is the same thing as people that wait until the last minute to do their homework or, that kind of thing. To do something where there's a deadline. Okay, the deadline is I need to be there at 6 o'clock. It takes an hour for me to get there. Okay, well, you could leave at 5, but if there's an accident, you might not get there until 6:30. That's not a good look. I'm going to leave it at least, what was my example from 6? I have to be there at 6. I'm going to leave at least at 4:30. At least at 4:30. And I'm going to be checking traffic on my phone by 4 o'clock. And if there's anything that's weird, I'll just leave right at 4. I'll leave extra time, that much extra time, because it's that important to me to not feel rushed and to not be late. The fourth benefit of arriving early is that you're noticed. People are going to notice the person who's first and the person who's last. Okay? They're going to notice the person who shows up early and the person who's late. Okay? I'm not trying to be the person that's late. I'm trying to be closer to the first person. I want to be early. I don't need to be the first person. I just want to be early. It's not about that kind of thing. I just want to be early. I wish that everybody was early. It would make things way better. Nobody likes You know, like everybody's waiting around for the last person. Okay, we can't finish sound check until so-and-so's here. Or, okay, we're waiting for we're waiting for this person because the shuttle's about to leave, but we have to wait for so-and-so, you know, like all that kind of thing. I'm not trying to be that person. I'm trying to be there, again, building trust, right? I'm trying to be there. I'm not trying to be late. I want to be noticed as somebody who's not going to be late, because I'm going to get that call again, because I'm not a hassle, right? I'm noticed as not a hassle, not somebody that has to be worried about being on time. That's a ridiculous thing to be worried about. You know, like to have to worry that this person is going to be on time or not. That's like something that shouldn't be an issue to me. Okay, the fifth benefit of arriving early is more time with your boss, or more time with your coworkers. Okay, for me, a lot of times it's more time with my boss, because usually the person that hired me is gonna be there early. They're gonna be there already for all kinds of reasons, right? I mean, there was one time I worked for a company where I was there before everybody else. And it was not like an unreasonable, like I wasn't there like hours and hours and hours before we were supposed to be there. I was there like maybe 30 minutes beforehand. And there was certain information that I didn't have that the person that hired me had. So I had to call them, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're still on our way. Can you just call the contact person and do this, that, and the other thing? And I'm thinking like, this isn't my job, and like it's kind of like you should be here to do this. And I work for plenty of other companies where, you know, like this is handled already. This should be the tour manager should be doing this, or whatever the case is. You know, I'm inserting a little bit of like past experiences and my work situations. But anyways, I don't work for that company anymore, which is a very good thing. I choose to work for the best companies that I've ever worked for, and that's pretty much it. And new people, because, you know, it's always about expanding. Anyways, I'm getting totally off subject. More time with your boss, okay? They're getting to know me, people business. I want them to want to hire me, okay? And if I can create a personal bond where it's like, oh yeah, I really click with this person, they're gonna maybe want to hire me. I want them to hire me over other people that maybe they don't personally click with as well, or any of that kind of thing. But in order for me to get that shot, they need to get to know me. So showing up early gives me that time to converse with them, okay? Fellowship. Like religious people or whatever, you know? Like it's that whole kind of thing. And aren't we on this earth to fellowship? Okay, now I'm getting really weird. Okay, but those are my 5 benefits to arriving early. Okay, if you like this video, I know I got crazy at the end. I think my cat is, you know, rubbing off on me. She's a psycho. If you like this video, like and subscribe. Hit me with a comment. I'll see you later.